finished early. I got you, don't worry. Last paper we talked about just about the circumference, and the circumference is the outside. So the outside measurement all the way here. And then now you might talk about the circumference, but you also might talk about the area. And from your vocab that you guys should have finished, you should have seen that circumference was the outside and your area is actually the inside of the circle. Alright? 2 formulas that we need to know. Your circumference is equal to 2 pi times r, and all of these are being multiplied. And your area is equal to pi times r squared. But remember, we know that r squared is nothing more than pi times r. Keep that in mind. Super important. You're either going to be using this or this. Notice that, do we have the diameter anywhere? No. So you need to remember that your diameter is 2 times your radius. Alright, we're going to talk to problem number 1 together, and then you guys are going to use what we do here to kind of help you out with the other 2. First and foremost, we need to read the problem. The distance of an intense shaking from an epicenter of a particular earthquake. This is your epicenter right here. That's just where the earthquake started. That's what an epicenter is. To the outer edge was about 134 miles, okay? So we know that the epicenter, that was the start of your earthquake, to the outer edge was about 134 miles. So we know from the epicenter to the outer edge, let's see where an outer edge is. I see an outer edge right here. So from here to here was about 134 miles. To the nearest square mile, so that just means we're going to round. Nearest whole number. Okay, well that's a question. What was the area of the intense shaking? Well, what is our key term for the question? Which formula are we going to use? Obviously it says area. So I know a couple things are important. The start is also known as the epicenter. The outer edge is all the way over here, or over here, doesn't matter, whichever outer edge you want to look for. And it was about 134 miles. We're looking for the area, and we need to answer the question, and we're rounding to the nearest whole number. Well, one more thing. I missed it. What was it? Yep, you're right. We're using 3.14 for pi. Down here we have a table to organize our information. So what's some important information that we saw? Well, first off, we know that for pi, we're going to let that be 3.14. So we use that. We already used the start and the outer edge to kind of draw our picture. So we already used that. We need to know the area. So let's see, another important piece of information is we're trying to find the area, and we know that's equal to pi times r squared. Okay, and then the last thing, what about that 134 miles? Is from here to here going to be your radius or your diameter? You're absolutely correct. It is your radius. Remember, diameter needs to go from one outer point to another outer point on a circle through the center. So we actually know our radius is equal to 134 miles. And that we used all of our important information. Okay, so what is our radius? Well, we know that your radius is equal to 134 miles. That was given to us. We don't know, however, what our diameter is, but remember, how are they related? Your diameter is twice your radius. Good. So it would look like 2 times 134. Take out your handy dandy calculators. Let's see. You double the 2, it's 2. Double the 3 is 6. Double the 4 is 8. So that's 268 miles. So from that total space right here, that whole distance is 268 miles. All right, for our expression, we're trying to find the area. So that is A equals pi times r squared. But there's something wrong with that. What is it? You're right. For an expression, there is no equal sign. So the important part for this one is we're not going to write down 8 equals because we just want an expression. Let's go ahead and, well, there's our expression. Let's evaluate it. Our expression starts off with pi. Evaluate means to find the value of it. Pi times r squared. Substitute. We know what r is. So, well, actually, we know what pi is. So, here we go. 3.14 times r, which was 134 squared. That's a huge number. So I'm not even going to try to do that by hand. We know that that is 134 times 134, and we need to bring that 3.14 down. I'm getting confused with all of my dots, so I'm just going to put everything in parentheses. Alright, now we multiply. Let's see. Pull out my handy dandy calculator. You work ahead. Tell me what it is. Clear that out. 134 times 134 equals 17,956. So that's 17,956. And then I'm going to multiply that by 3.14. Bring my calculator back over. Since the answer's already there, I just have to go, I want to take that and multiply it by 3.14. There it is. And remember, it said to round to the nearest mile. This is the nearest mile. So I'm going to look at this number, ask myself if I need to round up or stay the same. Since the 8 is greater than 5, I need to round up. So that 1 is going to become a 2. So my answer is going to be, you guys can't see it, there we go, 56,382 miles. That means that this earthquake, everyone that felt this earthquake, was a span of 36,000 miles squared. And when we talk about area, we know that it's everything inside. So everybody inside of that circle, which reaches a span of 56,000 square miles, felt that earthquake. And let's put that into perspective. A mile is like, I think, either your queen or your king run. And that's just 1 mile. Now imagine 56,000 of those. That's huge. Okay, we did the first question together. You guys have 2 more. That's it. You guys got this. I believe in you. I'll see you tomorrow. Have fun.